profound connection with God, multiple spirit messages, and an intense energy, all from our outdoor meditation last night that we're going to share with you here from our own real experiences and that of our blessed friends we had with us as well.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, June 21st last night was the strawberry moon summer solstice, and it's the phenomenon that happens every 20 years. So we wanted to take full advantage of that and just truly prepare for the sublime energy and all of that. So I don't know, David, do you want to share how we did
Yeah, so
that?
we always go outside. We have our cushions. I'm a big believer in grounding. So we all had
Hmm.
our feet on the bare earth if you wanted to. We had nice cushions underneath us on here. All the lights are turned off out there. We have a fire kind of playing in the background, real fire as well. And then I always play a shamanic instrumental spirit medicine on that. So no words, just a very intense shamanic journey of instrumentals that we play along with it. And again, we have no expectations. We had a good friend here as well, and we all just kind of sit in a circle on our own little cushions. We kind of just play the music on there, and we all just let it what happens, whatever happens. But I can tell you, it was profound that we'll be sharing here. And my experience again as a clairvoyant and as a messenger, and my wife here has a little different side of her.
Yeah, well, you forgot to mention that we had journals. Like, we were going to be journaling kind of things that we wanted to come to us, I guess, during the meditation beforehand. We were listening to, just music and whatnot beforehand and just journaling, which I'm a journaler, so I really like that aspect. And then we took our journals outside and got prepared. But for me, it was a different experience in that typically, like moon meditations, nighttime meditations, and even meditations in general, guided meditations are what I'm used to. So, as David mentioned, the Charmaic music was a little bit intimidating, just because I didn't really know exactly what to do, and like part of my I guess like difference in like why I can't fully immerse myself is it's hard for me to turn my brain off. And the guided meditation, at least, is something that helps guide me. So the Charmaic music was just a little bit different, but for David, obviously, it was extremely not helpful. What's the word?
Yeah, and again, meditation and these sources, it's for all people, right?
Yeah.
Whether because we're all spiritual people, we're all spiritual souls, right? Some are awakened, some are more awakened than others on there. So whether it's myself as a clairvoyant or all the clairs I do have a messenger, whether it's someone like her who's had her spiritual awakening, our good friend over there as well is also more of a spiritual empath, is what I'd
Hmm.
say for him. But it's a good perspective from all of us out
Yeah.
here to really go into this. And I guess I can kind of start with my experiences here. But when we started doing it, typically for me to get into what I call my flow state, typically around 3 to 5 minutes, and I have no agenda. I let whatever happens, happens. But oh man, there's just no words to describe just the super intense,
Yeah.
euphoric, sublime feeling that God and angels and spirits were all around us and just pure love and harmony. And I started getting super heavy in my whole torso area, very intense, warming feeling energy that was happening to me. I can definitely start to hear a lot of things, see a lot of spirits that are coming out
Hmm.
there, messages coming to me. And throughout the process, spirits would come to me for Ashley. Spirits would come to me for my friend that was next to us. Messages from God would come to me for messages. So I would just, while I'm there, I would just out
Say it
loud, I would
aloud.
say, Ashley, this is for you. I would say my other friend's name, it's for you, and go on this journey. I'd have messages for myself, and it got to a point. It was so intense that I was just, my hands became so shaking with so much energy that I had called out, like, if you want to grab my hands, to all my friends here, you can grab my hands, you can grab my hands. We all joint hands, and when we locked hands,
There was just like a
I
surge of
can't even
energy.
describe the amount of energy and what happened when we all connected as one with their hands. But I'll let her kind of share as well.
Yeah, so and I like that you brought that up. So again, like he had messages. So for me, for like the meditation, that wasn't going to happen because I was just listening to the messages that were received, and I think in that moment, that's what was meant for me, right? Um, and so he said, or Source said, like, grab my hand, if you want to have energy. This is what was different. When I grabbed his hand, it wasn't his hand. Like, and I told him this. I'm like, it was like clammy and it wasn't like the same. So that was interesting. And then like wind, like powerful movement came out of nowhere because we had our books with us, our journals, and you could tell that it was like calm, and then all of a sudden like this gust of wind or spirit energy was just so strong. Even our dog, who's like our spirit dog, could feel it because he started barking. It was just so incredible and just sublime, intense. There are no words really to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally on here, I had a profound out of body experience in OBE. I had profound, just transcended to a whole new space and time. I could crystal see it. I mean, I thought as if I was really seeing what I was seeing, and I
Yeah,
wrote it
that's
down in my
right.
journal on here.
Hmm.
And I was told a lot of things to myself that were becoming to me. I was given a lot of guidance and answers with God and Source on here. I was able to channel or be a vessel to help out my friends that were there, deliver a message to my friends as well. There were some great grandparents that had passed away that came by speaking about an instrument they used to always play. There was traumas from people's past that would come by, I would say out loud. There was happy memories from people that would come by and say out loud. Memories for myself, but I mean, just a very intense, euphoric, sublime, just pure joy. Just we ended with tears of joy coming down my eyes,
Hmm.
tears of joy in my friend's eyes. I believe you had tears there too, but it was just pure peace in its purest form. And I just see that so many of us out there, you and so many people out there, we will
Yeah.
all unite. We will all be connected, for we're all souls, and that we are truly here out of true love. We're here to learn from you, grow with you, and connect with you on there. And again, just can't explain that these spirits and messages that came to me with me, just so blessed in so many ways. But anybody can meditate. You don't have to be a clairvoyant. You don't have to
No.
be an empath. You can be spiritually awakened. Right? It's for anybody out there. But I mean,
To
just trust in the
connect.
process.
It's really it's really just being able to connect with yourself and just love yourself and just be one and just trust and like listen. I think that that's the biggest thing to just help you because like we're in, I told this to David, like we're in the physical realm, and so obviously we get voices from outside, speakers, loud voices, social media, whatnot, power and control. But when you connect spiritually and you connect through meditation, it's just an incredible experience and you just leave like peaceful and tranquil.
And the other thing is too is the energy was so intense for me that I had to put all my hands on the bare earth, the earth itself, with my feet, and I was just grounding with earth with that energy. And my hand was just uncontrollably.
Hmm.
First, it was patting the earth itself. Then it was like circling the dirt itself with my bare hands, and it was just connecting with source and that energy, just so much out there. So I would strongly encourage you. You know, religion does not matter.
No.
Beliefs does not matter, right? Just go out there and meditate. Have no expectations and just let whatever happens happens. But I am a strong believer that God is real, source, energy, whatever you want to call it, angels, spirits, 100% real. I'm a believer that you can connect with the future. You could see the future, right? You could go into souls on here, right? It's just I'm just here as a vessel. I'm just sharing my truth. I'm sharing that love of God. We want to share it with you. And her and I are on this journey together to connect with as many people out there as possible. Anything else you wanted to say?
Well, I want to say like the one thing, like we had our first dog that passed away, and obviously
Oh yeah.
miss her a lot. And so she came to David, and basically David told me through his experience that her name was Daisy. She always sits on my head, so that was really cool, like a connection with
Yeah.
a past animal.
Yeah, that was the first time I had a spirit connection with an animal that was ours, and that was a
Right?
very interesting but blessed experience as well. So I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah, yeah, it was just awesome. And I think that everyone should do a meditation. It's absolutely incredible, and we're just so excited to be on this journey with you.
As always, sending you
Sending you
abundance
abundance
and
and
love,
love,
light,
light,
and
and
life.
life.